Every sunrise, something changed. That's all it takes to flip my whole day. Zip, hold up, look at that. Every single morning got me coming right back. Didn't even lace my boots, so yeah. Nothing hits like the morning shake. Yesterday was closed, today is showing off. Every little win keep me on that track. Can't fake time, can't skip steps.
Good morning, YouTube. We got a beautiful sunny day. Lord, we've been working through this heat. Today is an update video for the outdoor run here. We're about 6 weeks in, and since the transplant out here, it's been doing okay. We've had an issue with the watering because it's been super hot, and now we've had a ton of storms come through. So as y'all see, we needed it. The pond level is pretty low. I don't know if y'all can see that from here, but it's dropping. Kind of a drought going on, but we've had some hellacious storms come through. So on top of the heat, we've been also fighting the weather itself. As you can see, she toppled over last night with the wind, and I did have a little stake in here the other day. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this dowel rod up in here, get her propped back up, and we'll go from there. So I got extremely lucky on this. She did not break. I can see too, I got ants riding up all over this thing. So we've been fine up to this point. We'll get some cinnamon in here on the soil to keep the bugs out of there. We don't want aphids and all that shit, which we'll check that out here shortly. But anyway, it's just part of the growing process, learning and helping them heal. So I initially used this little stick when she was tiny. I thought they would be okay, but obviously not. So I'm just gonna work this down in here through the roots, get this down in the hole. Try not to knock off any major branch or root system there. And I got a few zip ties. I'm gonna lean this up all the way through the stalk there and get her like fully supported. I'll get into a couple issues that we had. We're gonna go over that and what we've done to accommodate it. Since the grow, they're not as big as I wanted them to be, and I will directive that here shortly, so stay tuned on that. Smash that like for me, sub up if you're new, so you can see how these girls finish out. Alright, so put the shaft in. I'm running this all the way down into the base of the pot here. That's should be more than enough stability for I've got some zip ties here. This is again just to get her back on track here. I don't intend on leaving these, nor am I gonna make these super tight. I just want to be able to obviously support the plant and get it picked up here. Sun's beaming. She was responsive, no cracks in the stalk, so that's definitely a good sign, y'all. Ultimately, we were having issues with the soil here. Initially, as y'all said, we were going to run into problems with pots drying out super fast, which they did. And I knew that was going to be a problem. I was going to try to set up an auto watering system here, but just didn't pan out. So we've been going through a drought, which has been kind of a pain too, and then heavy storms. But as y'all can see, we got good moisture here. I thought the rain that was coming through was going to be able to keep these pots pretty wet, because we've been getting quite a bit of rain lately, even though it hasn't been enough substantially. We got a low point down there at the pond, which I'll show y'all that. Like, I don't know if y'all can see it. Oh, let me get over here. through the line. So anyway, that's been kind of part of the problem. But as far as the growth goes, we got good color, great color in this one. This genetic has been solid. It was great on the indoor, that's why I decided to run it outside. And Elevate's got some great stuff, y'all. So glad we picked this one. You can see we got a light breeze today. Today on this one, I'm just gonna kind of open her up because I noticed I do have a couple light white mildew coming in. So we're gonna defold this a little bit, open up some of these sites that are covered by these major larger leaves, like this right here is getting zero light. So obviously we want to maximize the growth, but we don't want to strip it out and cause too much stress on it. I also want it to breathe and get some airflow through there so the humidity doesn't create bigger problems for us as we get going here. But ultimately, we are week 5 of the outdoor since the transplant, and the growth rate on this one has been phenomenal once we got the watering adjusted, and pretty much watering this every day. All of them pretty much watering every day. I can see here I'm starting to get issues with bugs. Them damn bugs will get you, y'all. Gotta be careful with that. So I've got a spray that I didn't come up with it. Long-term spray that safe for the plants, safe for the soil. Won't mess up anything. I know last year I used neem oil. Turns out neem oil is not good for your microbial life in your soil. So something to keep in mind for future runs if you're doing it. I think typically with normal plants that aren't fruiting and all that, and that are actually based in the ground, it's not that much of an issue. But if you're dealing with trying to keep your pH levels right and your microbial life rolling solid, then stay away from the neem oil. So what I did was I made a blend of cayenne pepper and chili peppers. I steeped them for about 48 hours in water and then strained it. Tried it out at the house on the garden there because we were having spider mites really bad at the house. On the front garden there, and decided to give it a shot, and it works great. Now the only problem I have with it is it doesn't seem to maintain as long as I would like it to, so I gotta spray it multiple times. So any insights, y'all, any suggestions, feel free to share it, drop it in the comments there. Let me know what you guys use to deal with your outdoor pests. It'd be much appreciated. So we always looking to improve over here at the channel, and definitely looking for anything to make life easier. But the coloring on this, so I thought initially these were going into flower, but as y'all can see, we don't have. Let me get the sunlight on there. It's lighter green, but I'm 90% sure this is growth. We're still running about 14 hours, 45 minutes, so I don't think it's gonna go into flower quite yet. We caught the solstice, which is perfect. It's something else I wanted to touch base on. So I brought these plants out here at the timing that I did, which was a week prior to the longest day, because I did not want them to flip the flower as soon as I put them in the ground. Turns out that I think it turned out good. It's given us some time to get things situated and set up, and giving them time to actually get some growth before the shift. So see, see. I gotta get these sprayed. But that's the joys of the outdoor side. If you end up getting an outdoor run, you should be pretty happy with yourself, considering all the shit you gotta go through to get to the end. All right, so let's talk about this pheno here. This started out rough. As y'all can see, we got lighter green here. She's had a rough go. She's got some lightness to her. As I said, we did not have the watering dialed in on this, and the nutrients that were in here weren't staying active because it was drying out too fast. So what we've done on these three ladies is shifted it to where we're watering pretty much every day, so that way we can keep the moisture level good and keep the microbial life rolling to break down the food we got. So next week's gonna be another feed with the Gaia, and I gotta say, in the last week or so, this thing has started to finally rejuvenate and come back, which is a good thing, because I was a little concerned about her. Obviously she's stunted, you can see. I'm also gonna have issues with this branching here because of the main and then the side one. If you guys check out the channel, y'all know I had that issue where the main stalk split on the indoor. Obviously gonna try to avoid that moving forward on this one. So for now, I'm gonna support this with a zip tie also, just keep it loose, but up here above this node, so that way it will hold it without sliding down, and we'll just keep them nicely loose, so that way they kind of grow together, but still stay separate. Put that single one there, which is gonna pull these two stems together, and I know it's gonna crowd this out, but this topper here will start advancing out on the growth to get to more light. It's just natural, as y'all know, which is good. So hopefully here within the next week, this will lush up a little bit more. We stay on top of the watering a little bit better, and I think it'll be fine. The other one over here, we are gonna not do much with this one because it's already stressed out. As y'all can see, we got some massive fan leaves in here, but because of it falling over, it led itself to start to head to the sun with the tops because it was leaning down this way. So I'm gonna give this a day or two to recuperate and get itself back up there. But y'all see, that's she's got some massive sativa-ish looking leaves on her, which is probably what made it a little top end heavy, plus the rain. So we'll come back and check on her here in a couple days, and we'll give you the update on it. Stay tuned, smash that like for me, sub up if you're new, check out the other video on the Go Big or Go Home redemption series. That was the start of it all, which I'll link here at the end of the video for y'all. But I appreciate y'all. Hope you had a happy 4th. Much love, and we'll catch y'all next week.